What's good? There you go. What's good? It's your boy Fanon. Gonna do a little morning live stream, see a little gap in the day. So wanted to talk a little boxing. What's good, Sal? Coffee chat, exactly, man. What's good, Ty Legacy? Yeah, I've been checking out your I've been seeing your notes, Ty Legacy. Yeah, Gregory Wyatt, what's happening, man? Troll Hunter reporting for duty. There's a lot of them floating around right about now. Been hot on there, been hot, kind of hot on their neck. I agree with Mikey. Oh, do you? You think Mikey needs to is what? You think that you agree with him that Terrence Crawford is boring and it's not worth fighting him? Or you agree that what is it exactly you agree about with him about? Melvin Jackson, what's it do? What it do? What it do with you, man? I'm chilling, man. Sipping on a little coffee, probably too much. This is my second cup. I think I might put it down. Brian Oloya, what's good? Say aka Tunnel Vision. Oh man, this is you, your Tunnel Vision. That's what's up. But nah, come on, man. He wants no part of Easter, but wants Spence talking out his tail. I mean, he might, shoot, dude might. He might want it. I'll take him at his word. He gets in the ring, he fights for a living. I don't think it's the smartest thing. I was just kind of thrown off a little bit about that Crawford deal, man. Oh yeah, Brian. Oh yeah, Fanon. Yeah, Crawford boring, but he's fighting people, knocking people out. Basically, what he said was he don't think he can win. It's not gonna work with the way that Mikey likes to fight. Pure ism. I'm chilling, man. I'm chilling. Spence would be entertainment. That's what Saul Gutierrez says. Yeah, absolutely, man. I think that it definitely would be exciting. But I think so with Terrence Crawford versus Mikey Garcia, as long as they lasted. And honestly, I think Mikey Garcia and Terrence Crawford is a better fight to make, considering that those guys. I mean, if Mikey Garcia could move up to 140 pounds and tried to get it, Reggie the Tree, what's good, man? What up, Fanon and the wrench mob? That's what's happening. Yeah, man. I mean, it just kind of thought that was real funny for him to say like that. Like, it'd be kind of dull. I don't know. I haven't seen a dull Terrence Crawford fight, so that's kind of hard for me to go with. Every fight that I've seen of Terrence Crawford has been exciting, man. I mean, that dude gets in there and throws. He's just not going to fight. He's just not going to fight when you want to fight, For now, you watch the show Shy. When I watch the Papa character, I think of you, very educated professional. I've seen it a couple times, man. I got to check it. I'm waiting for the whole season and all that to get done so I can binge watch. I'm like that type of guy. I don't want to sit there. I want to get to like episode whatever. If the first season's over, then I'll sit down and I'll watch it. But I want to be able to watch it like on Showtime. As soon as it's done, I can watch the whole season back to back to back to back. Or at least like one day a week and get it all done in one slew. Sal Gutierrez says Postal versus Terrence Crawford was dull. I guess I got to look back on it. I don't know, man. First season is over. Cool, man. I'll go ahead and watch it all. I did watch one episode. I thought it was pretty good. Yeah, I saw the first season. I mean, I saw one episode, but I thought it was in the middle of the season. So I'll definitely check it out. I don't know, man. I mean, Victor Postal fight, I guess I got to watch that again. I didn't think it was boring, but I mean, other than the excitement, other than the fact that it was Adrian Bronner in the ring, I didn't necessarily see Adrian Bronner versus Mikey Garcia as being, it wasn't a barn burner. You know what I mean? But I mean, the thing about it is with Terrence Crawford is that those guys are basically around the same size. They fight in the same weight division. And if Mikey Garcia wants to be considered, the best, then shoot, why not get Terrence Crawford? Terrence Crawford is considered by most people the number one pound for pound fighter. If he's talking about his legacy and doing that, why wouldn't you want to beat the guy that's ranked, who's your size, ranked as the number one pound for pound guy by many, many people? And go for the guy who's outside your weight. Why would he not want Terrence Crawford? Right? Because it's boring. I mean, that's the legacy fight is Terrence Crawford. And he already lost to Terrence Crawford, so maybe he feels like, man, I just know I can't beat him. It kind of sounds like dude just thinks he can't beat him. But honestly, I don't see how. I mean, I know he might think he can probably, outbox Errol Spence. I guess that's what he's thinking could be. What's good, heavy hitter? Black Ham TV, Lomo versus Mikey at a 137 catch weight. I would prefer that. I would like to see him do what he's got to do at that lower weight class. I mean, just, clean up 135, man, because he could do it. You know what I mean? Clean up 135, clean up 140. That's your legacy right there. And then if you want to get up there, then fight whoever comes out and winds up being the top guy at 147, That's how I would like to see it go down. For now, what's good, bro? Chilling. Early morning status. I see you. Yeah, man. I'm out here. Man, my wife had me up walking. We did stairs and all kind of stuff this morning. Like at 5 a.m, we walked out. It's 10 here, so I feel like it's the middle of the afternoon. As I usually get up around 6. DeBlasky Boxing, shout out in the super chat, man. Fanan, can we get a stream with Darius Irving on the? Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, I'll hit up his on the welterweights. Yeah, I'll see if he wants to do one. I got to get his email. But for sure, man, I really did like Darius Irving, man. That was really cool talking to him, man. That dude knows his stuff. But yeah, for sure. I made a point of trying to get in contact. I'm gonna make a point of trying to get in contact with him and seeing if he can get on the channel. That'll be what's up. Angelo Donegan says Mikey don't want no smoke from Easter or nor Crawford. Yeah, man, that's what I'm saying, man. It's like you got, even in the article when it said that he had when he said that he didn't have any legitimate challengers at 135, I'm like, man, come on, man. Fight Robert Easter and then get the winner Jorge Linares and Lomachenko. Those dudes aren't going anywhere, Crawford would outbox Mikey all night. Yeah, pretty much. That's what he's saying, essentially. That's what he's saying. It's like, I can't box him. He's going to outbox him. He's going to move. He's going to make the fight real easy on himself. Like, what's he supposed to do? Make the fight hard on himself? Oh, Don Bake said, yes, stairs, morning. Oh, no. Yeah, man, it was good, man. I hadn't exercised in a while, man. I just been seriously just sitting in a chair for too long. So my wife and I were just like, she was like, let's get up and go walk, because she works out all the time. And she can walk. She walks like, whew, so fast. So we went out and did some stairs. Did a long walk. And it, big ass hills we're walking up. So I need to progress myself, to get myself back in shape. It was fun. It definitely woke me up. Brown gone one. What's happening? Chilling. But yeah, hey, by the way, the Blasey Boxing, give me the proper pronunciation on that, man, for sure. I'll get him up, man. Yeah, we got 38 people in the house. Hit the likes. That'd be appreciated. Oh, Don Banks says, spend most of my morning hiding from the boss, waiting on a live stream. That's what's up. Greg Abernathy, Mikey tripping, great fighters adapt to any style. Yeah, I mean, I just think if Mikey Garcia could beat Errol Spence Jr., that would say something a lot about him. But just the conversation about, I'm going to try to get this style that I like. I like his style for me better. Man, just fight the guy in front of you, If the guy has the belt, fight the guy. And maybe that's what you're saying. Great fighters adapt to any style. Yeah. Yeah. Ryan Garcia fights on Thursday. He fights on I'll get it for you. Yeah, I know he does. I think it might be on ESPN. See, I don't think it's HBO on that Ryan Garcia fights on ESPN2. Right, yeah. It's on ESPN2 on Thursday. ESPN2. Yeah, let me go back and back up in these questions a little bit. Oh, hey, what's good, Brown? Go one. I think I said that. For now, what's the most realistic next fight for Easter? Realistic one is going to be Richard Comey. If he can't get a unification fight, it's going to be Richard Comey, because I think the IBF is going to order that fight if they've not already ordered it. So it's looking like Robert Easter versus Richard Comey, who he actually won the belt. Not from, but he fought for the belt against, because I do believe it was vacant when they fought one another. DFW Boxing is back. What's good, DFW? I think Brown versus Kovalev is a damn good fight. Marcus is a dog. I'm out. All right, man. Peace, dog. Yeah, that's what's up. I'm looking forward to that. Marcus Brown versus Kovalev for sure. Oh, you think who's first headliner Black Cam TV? Ryan Garcia or Marcus Brown? Who did Marcus Brown? I just saw Marcus Brown fight. I'm tripping. Who did Marcus Brown just fight? I thought he looked good. I thought he looked good in the fight. Yeah, I've heard other people say Marcus Brown's going to get him. I'm just trying to recall who it was that Marcus Brown just fought. But I thought he looked really good. I thought he looked. I don't think he won the fight, but I thought that he looked. I thought that he looked good in the fight. No, I'm tripping. It ain't lost. He didn't lose no fight. That dude's undefeated. Who was I confusing Marcus Brown with? Oh, Brandt. That's who I was confusing with. I was confusing him with Brandt. But yeah. Okay, I'm looking forward to this. Yeah, I got to check my man. Yeah, some other cats said they got they have Marcus Brown winning this fight. He's coming off 3 straight knockouts of decent competition for sure. That's what's up. So I'm looking forward to that. For 9, you got Andre versus Deverenchenko. Who you got in Andre versus Deverenchenko? Andre. Demetrius Andre. That's who I got. And I'm going to wonder what corner the trainer is going to go into. Amico said he all hating on Easter. He promotes himself. They don't want to contribute to his riches. Yeah. And they don't want to get in there with a dude that's scrappy. Dude's scrappy, man, and he brings a fight to you. A lot of people say that that he needs to use his height better, needs to fight, use his jab better. I'm wondering do 2 southpaws in a row that are difficult like that. We'll see what's up. I can't wait to see his next fight, though. I'm hoping he can get a real convincing one in just to shut people up. Mr. DeBiase Boxing, I think they're going to push Thurman fight date. He still doesn't have an opponent. Yeah, they need to come on, dog. Heavy hitter for 9. Have you hit the ass juice quota for day? Yes, I did. But ass juice, I'm gonna do it again, dog. Oh man, I think I'm really ticking people off with that. But it is what it is, man. I made a promise. I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna call that dude ass juice at least one time a video until he gets that fight. And I listened to another channel. A channel I actually really like from out of the UK that was saying that was talking about that. Saying I think he's thinking people giving Anthony Joshua too rough a time, and where was everybody when Deontay Wilder was coming up the ranks, and it's Wilder fans' fault that that Deontay Wilder didn't get pushed harder early in his career. All that stuff is good, man. Good points, but at the end of the day, can we see this fight, please? We know who the top. Tyson Fury ain't gonna be around. He's not gonna be ready to fight for the next year. Deontay Wilder just handled his mandatory. If Anthony Joshua gets past Joseph Parker, let's just make the fight happen, man. There's not too many other reasons behind that, and then let the accountants work out all that stuff. BFTB Boxing in the super chat, man. Shout out much. Oh, I saw that, dog. I saw that her anal jam versus Wilder is the top fight. Absolutely, dog. Anal jam and Wilder is definitely the top fight in boxing, and it's bigger than Canelo Alvarez versus Gennady Golovkin, man, by far. People, and the longer it's taken, the further it's going, the more he act like he don't want it, the more people are going to be on him, because all he has to do is just say, yeah, man, I can't wait to see this dude in the ring, get up in his face, do all that stuff, act like he really wants him, just act like you want him. Damn. Oh, Dante Watkins, man, the super chat, man. Shout out. Much respect. Thank you very much. We'll go to the cause. Oh, man. Let me back up a little bit. I wonder who. Oh, this is I'm going to call it DeBias Boxing. D Boxing. You get D Boxing. D Boxing said, I wonder who Sean Porter going to fight I don't think Thurman gets in the ring with him this year. No, I don't think he's going to get in the ring with but one person at this point in time. I mean, gee, it's I think he's supposed to do it in May, right? They haven't announced the fight yet. I don't think he's going to get in there reported until, I mean, maybe towards the end of the year, but he definitely needs one. I hate to even see I don't even want to see that. Let's cut to the chase, man. Let's cut to the chase. Fanon, where do you think Andre's place in the annals of boxing lore is and will be in history? Seems to be underappreciated to me. Oh, yeah, man. I mean, he's definitely underappreciated, but I think he's going to go down as a great. I mean, he's an all-time, for me, at 168 pounds, man, he's one of the best ever. He's one of the best ever. I mean, he didn't have his, he wasn't promoted the best by shows. Actually, he was suppressed. I won't even say not promoted. I think HBO like actively suppressed him in favor of other boxers. So, would real boxing fans, people that know the sport of boxing, pay attention to the sport of boxing, they'll know how great how great he is. But time will tell, man. It's like kind of like James Toney. Most people, people that don't pay close attention to boxing don't know James Toney, right? They might not know Winky Wright. Even though I wouldn't necessarily say Winky Wright is on Andre Ward's level, but some people acting like they forgot who Roy Jones Jr. is. You know what I mean? Oh, main boxing biker, man. Fanon, 78 Sports TV already made boxing beats and rhymes and men in a debate that he don't want the AJ Wilder fight to happen. I could hear that in his voice a little bit, man, because he was like, look, man, I don't want to see him fight because I don't want y'all coming to my page after he knocks him out, yelling in my voice and all that. So, yeah, that was funny. That is funny, dogs. Hey, man, but hey, I kind of respect where he's coming from, man. It's like, you want to ride with it. You want to ride with your heavyweight champ, dog. You know what I mean? Oh, Railer 5M for 9. I finally figured out how to drop support. Man, I appreciate you, sir, man. Much appreciated. And as always, man, if you can do it, you can do it. I appreciate that so much. It's all good, man. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Oh, man. So anyway, let me see. Let me ask some questions to you guys right quick. Let me ask some questions to you guys. So I think consensus is for the people in the chat that the number one fight is probably Ass Juice Anal Jam. Man, I'm gonna honor my man with Anal Jam today. He's Anal Jam for this one. Anal Jam versus Deontay Wilder. And the number two for me is Keith Thurman, Errol Spence Jr. After that, number three, what would be number three? I'm thinking it might be for me. Dang. Since Canelo's kind of jammed up with Gennady Golovkin, and that's already happening. And I'm not that impressed since Duke popped dirty. Maybe Lomachenko versus Mikey Garcia. Or I would love to see Lomachenko versus Robert Easter. I would also like to see something happening there in the 135 pounds. And if it can't be that, Mikey Garcia versus Regis Porgray. I'm certainly hoping that dang Bob Arum doesn't get away with trying to have Jose Ramirez duck out of that fight with Regis Porgray. Acting like, yeah, we can get on the undercard. We can fight one another on the undercard. Man, they can fight on the same card, and if they win, then if they both win, then they can fight. It was like, hold on, the WBC already ordered it. They already ordered it. That was already supposed to happen. That question's already been happening. Regis Porgray won, Jose Ramirez won. Now they're supposed to fight each other. It's not like, hey, let's just do it over again. Just let you win one more time. Win one more time, and then you can get your shot. Because I need to milk this a little longer. It is what it is. Hey, oh man, BFTD boxing. Kell Brook got more heart than Anal Jam. Dog, y'all killing me with these age, man. Killing me with that Anal Jam and Ass Juice. God, dog. Yeah, he does. Now he might not have the brains, because dog, he damn sure ain't got the eye sockets. But Kell Brook wanted to get in there against try to get. He's calling out Errol Spence. I don't believe it. I don't believe it because he's asking him to go over there to the UK to do that. Oh, okay. Deck Train says Murata or Billy Joe Saunders against Gennady Golovkin. Yeah, that would be good. Or if you can't get Gennady Golovkin, I would take Billy Joe Saunders versus Charlo. I would like that for sure. But Murata or Billy Joe Saunders versus Gennady Golovkin, I would take that too. Oh, yeah. Michael said Charlo versus Boo Boo. Yeah, that would be straight. Which one? You're talking about Jamal Charlo. Yeah, Jamal Charlo versus Demetrius Andre would be big too. Casal Gutierrez, what about Mayweather in the MMA? Man, no. That dude needs to stop, man. He needs to stop before he gets hurt. That dude get hurt in MMA. I don't want to see that, man. I don't want to see him humiliate himself. We already got the upper hand on the MMA now because they had to sit there and watch their boy get beaten up. I don't want to give it right back and watch them get, and watch Floyd Mayweather Jr.'s eyes bug out his head when he gets choked. Come on, man. He's just going to jump on the damn ground, run and trip him, crawl up the top, and choke him out. I mean, or whatever they're going to do, or see him get elbowed in the head, punch, get on the ground and get that relentless punch into the head. And then from Conor McGregor, who's already much bigger than him. And did you see how hard a time Floyd Mayweather Jr. had keeping Conor McGregor from getting on his back? Like just jumping around the punches and getting behind him. If that was a wrestling match, he might have been able to hurt Floyd Mayweather. The way he went around his back. And it wasn't the fact that it wasn't Floyd Mayweather turning his back. It was Conor McGregor trying to get to his back to hit him from behind. And if he was able to do that in a boxing ring, I gotta believe he's going to be able to do that in a octagon. And then it's not going to be little slappy punches. It's going to be a chokehold, or he might ruin a dude's elbow with one of them damn arm locks or something. Dude need to stay up out of there, dog. Respect the game, man. Respect the game, dog. You know what I mean? Respect the game. I said that a bunch of times to Cat about Floyd in when UFC fans were like, oh, Conor McGregor's going to knock him out. He'll never, I'm like, look, man, you got to respect the game, man. He's getting into a boxing ring. If this was a UFC ring, of course. But now he's talking about getting into the ring. Man, I mean, if he gets a whole lot of money, good for him. But, I don't want to see that, man. John Wilson says Kovalev versus Bivol. Hey, that'd be cool. That'd be cool. I want to see this. I want to see Marcus Brown, though. I'm down with Marcus Brown. I want to see what's going on. I can't wait to see that. Floyd will have special privileges written to his contract. $1 billion for Floyd equals respect. I mean, it equals a lot of money. That's what it equals. And the ability to do what you want to do in life. That's my take on money. NY unification above, any unification. Is that what you're saying? Any unification above 140. That's what's up. Black Fight Fan TV. What if Floyd makes it a fight? Man, if was a fifth, dog. If he makes it a fight, okay. I mean, if he catches him coming in, he can clip him because he can hit. He hits harder than them. But man, I don't see it, Black Fight Fan. I don't see it, dog. I see him getting choked out and his eyes popping. Like, I just don't see it because that's just an entirely different. That's an entirely different. Yeah, say if it was a fifth, we'd all be drunk. That's just an entirely different sport, man. And I just believe respect the game. And definitely Conor McGregor being that much bigger than him. And then the timing, all the same stuff applies with your timing because Floyd has used to boxing gloves of a certain size and having a smaller glove can throw off your timing. So where he thinks he might be out of range or he thinks he might be in range to hit him, but he's really not. He's got to come like that centimeter closer to be able to land the punch, which means he's that much closer. And how's he going to handle kicks? I mean, there's just a lot of stuff to that, man. But I mean, if he makes it a boxing match and he can just box and stay away, yeah, and just tap him up and stay on the outside, you know, hand game like Floyd Mayweather Jr. said, his hand game is out of 1 to 10 in the UFC is 100. But I would suggest before he did that he need to go get a black belt in Brazilian jiu-jitsu, right, and just get into that, because those cats. It ain't nothing pretty getting in there with a wrestler, man. I'm telling you. I don't know if you guys ever got in a fight with a wrestler, but it ain't funny. Oh, he's saying, I'm just saying what'll be said. Okay, yeah, respect. BFTB boxing. Anal jam is damn dog. That's a dog. Anal jam is Thurman without the elbow injury and ponytail. This dude walks around smelling like that time of month. Yeah, he does smell like coochie. No doubt about it, man. Keith Thurman, though, come on, man. Keith Thurman is just getting. I mean, Keith Thurman has just lost all respect, man. And see, that's another thing, too, for you UK fans that might be listening, even though I don't got any thumbs down, so maybe, you know, what time is it in the UK? Now, it's evening time. It's 5 o'clock. Y'all should be getting up off of work. In the United States, people don't tolerate that shit. We don't tolerate it. Keith Thurman had a good fan base, he has basically the same fan base as Errol Spence Jr. when he's acting right. But once he started acting and making all kind of excuses not to fight Errol Spence, man, the tide just shifted on him. And now he's out there looking like a sucker, got all kind of people just walking up on him, calling him all kind of punks. You know what I mean? Because he started doing that. So it's not like it's not like Anal Jam is getting some special treatment. Like, you know, people are being unfair to him. It's just the way it is, man. People are not, even Floyd Mayweather Jr., real boxing fans in the United States would say in a minute that Floyd at 147 needed to fight Keith Thurman, or wanted to see him fight Margarito at a point, wanted to see him fight Paul Williams. And he was like, look, I'm the A side. I get to choose, you know, who gets the Floyd Mayweather sweepstakes and all that. And he took a lot of heat. I mean, he took a lot of heat for that stuff. So it's not like, you know, it's just like somebody just wants to hate on Anthony Joshua. But there's another dynamic to this too. I should read you guys a comment that I got today. It was crazy from an Anthony Joshua fan. I should go back and find that, man. Oh, but Fight Black Fight Fan TV, man. I love that video you did earlier today. But I'm actually going to go and read to you guys what this Anthony Joshua fan said to me today. Oops, make sure that is going. I'm going to actually listen. I'm going to take a second. This is absolutely amazing, man, what this dude said to me. So much so, like, I've got to show it. BFT boxing, lunchtime, porterhouse steak, and Danny's Swiss cheese are food for Spence. Honestly, crawfish might be on the menu as well. He might be, but I'm telling you, I think Crawford's going to be a little tougher than these other cats, man, but they don't want that. That boy is something, man. That boy is something kind of mean, man. The dude is something kind of mean. You know what I mean? The dude is something kind of mean. And honestly, that's why I favor my man over pretty much anybody in the welterweight division, man. And until I actually see this dude, until I see Crawford at 147 like really put a hurting on Jeff Horn, then I'll be able to say, okay, all right, man. Now I'm really waiting to see what's gonna, you know, what can pop off. But on the real, man, it's tough on me envisioning that right now. Until I see it. If I see it and it winds up being something else, and I see it. But I don't think, one thing I'll say for this for sure is I don't think, oh, there you go. Listen to what this fool read to me, man. Now, this is an Anthony Joshua dude. And where I'm like, look, man, this dude, he need to have this fight because he's being used in a way that is just bananas. Now, we all know that Anthony Joshua is a black dude, right? This dude leaves me a message that says, you wretched black people, subhuman monkeys, are going to have to get your ashy, dusty knees and beg AJ for a chance to fight to make millions of dollars. AJ is your new modern-day slave massa. And trust me, we can sell your black behind one more again. Ha, ha, ha. Dog, that's why I'm like, Anthony. So when I read that this morning, I was like, look, this dude is these dudes are tripping, dog. You know what I'm saying? These dudes are tripping. He has been adopted. He has pretty much been adopted by the same type of cats that adopted Gennady Golovkin, adopted Lomachenko. Don't care anything about it, but literally put this dude, said one black dude. He said apparently this troglodyte doesn't know his history. Dog, he don't even know that Anthony Joshua's a black dude. It's just anyway. That's why I'm like, some of these guys ain't real. But that's why the fight's got to be The fight's got to happen, dog. It's got to happen, dog. Ashy knee. I mean, it's like, come on, man. That's what these dudes do. BFT Boxing says, I love Bud, but that's the super fight for me. BFTB Boxing in the super chat again, man. Much respect, dog. But see what I'm saying? That's like, I had to read that because I thought about doing a video. My man, Black Fight Fan TV did one earlier this morning talking about like the history of boxing on YouTube. And for me, I've been listening to boxing on YouTube for several years, a few years before I actually did a channel, right? But before that, I would be in the comment sections of Eastside Boxing, Max Boxing, Inside Boxing, you know, because it was the chat room. And man, dude was 100% right. It was such a toxic environment for black fighters, man, where they basically, if you supported a black fighter at all, man, it was like you just got called everything, every kind of this, every kind of that. And now you just see, said, don't read that ish for nine. Oh man, I'll be tripping. I see it all the time. I just usually delete it. But I was just like, after I saw Black Fight Fan TV's thing this morning, when I saw him in here, I was like, man, I almost did a video on it, but I was like, man, I'm not going to do a video on that. But I mean, that's the type of stuff that you get attacking Deontay Wilder. And that's what I want. At least the reasonable cats. Yeah, that's a troll for sure. But at least the reasonable UK fans to understand, dog. That's what, when you trying to co-sign and dog Deontay Wilder, that's how he's being used, man. That's how he's being used by people in the States. They don't give a fat rat about him. They just want to tear down Deontay Wilder. So you can understand why, you know, I'll be like, for me, I can't speak for anybody else, why I'm like, you know what? I'm going to get on the bandwagon with Deontay Wilder, and I'll call the bandwagon. I'm the bandwagon to the fight. Once the fight happens and once the fight's announced, for me, it's let the best man win. Let the best man win. You know what I mean? Once it happens. But trying to just keep this dude from having an opportunity to fight is, I mean, come on, man. Oh, man, Thurman versus Ugas. He's not going to take that too soon, Corey Lee Boxing. What's good? Hey, what's good, Junior the Truth? But I just want, if y'all ain't seen Black Fight Fan TV's video today, go check out Black Fight Fan TV's video today. That was just, I'm telling you, dude gave a lecture, man, and I was feeling you on that, man. I was like, that's exactly how I feel. Exactly how I feel. You got to understand, man, that sometimes you got to support people, you know, and you think that, like, people, like, I don't have anything against Anthony Joshua, and I like Anthony Joshua. I was supportive of Anthony Joshua. That was one of my favorite fights last year was Deontay Wilder versus Klitschko. But to see it get morphed from this young man, you know, getting on top of his game, beating Vladimir Klitschko. Vladimir Klitschko had been holding down the heavyweight division for a long time before he lost to Tyson Fury. I was excited about him, man. But then it's just like a certain element in boxing just took him in the United States and really just use it as an excuse to tear down Deontay Wilder. So, you know, we see these videos being made. I'm watching Cat's videos, and I understand where you're coming from, man. But you, at the same time, you got to do what you got to do. Don DeJohn said you got to ignore ignorance. I mean, you know, you can ignore it. That's one way to go about it. I mean, you can point it out as well. But I don't think that's ignorance. That's just, I mean, it's not like he doesn't know something. They're just trying to be hurtful and limit and tear down somebody else. And I don't think, John DeJohn, that's necessarily because they don't know what they're doing. It's willful and knowledgeable. The guy that said that, he's obviously trying to antagonize me. He didn't antagonize me. It's like, whatever, really. But I was just like, man, I wonder if people know, because there's no better example of that, of how fighters are used, how one fighter is used against another in this to the point that Black Fight Fan TV made. So that's what I wanted to bring up. I guess I'll be good with that. But I did want to bring that up because I saw Black Fight Fan TV in the house, and I didn't want to. I ain't gonna go ahead and make a whole video about that, because that would be too much. But yeah, of course that's a troll. We got daily trolls, dog. I got my whole comments. I got like 90 people blocked, and they come up under new names every once in a while. DJ Black Charm Music. Thurman needs to get the show on the road. It's almost April, and the welterweight division is a name in the gate game. Absolutely, man. You got to come on. It's what have you done for me lately, man? And the lately was last year. It's time to make it hot, man. Hop, sorry about that. What'd you say? What you saying sorry about, man? I didn't see that. What's good for now? What's good, CMD Boxing Reports? Do. I mean, I just think, sometimes it's, the word ignorance is used incorrectly. Oh, yeah, it said Black Fight Fan is the Colonel. That's my dude, man, Black Fight Fan. Oh, yeah, he said, yeah, the video, Junior Truth, that video was dope. Salute to Black Fight Fan. Yeah, it was. I was like 11 minutes. Black Fight Fan, like 5 minutes to be on. He's like, dog, man, got the most positive attitude, dog, and will just turn psycho on you, dog, like real quick. He said, yeah, we up in there. He said, don't act serious. Don't act serious, dog. Don't act like, like you really about that, dog. Cause you that's my dude, Black Fight Fan, get real. John Wilson, for now, who you got, Laura or Heard? I got Laura or Heard. I don't know. It depends, man. It depends. I'm looking forward to the fight, man. I don't know who's got that, man. Yeah, they took their money. John to John. Yeah, they accepted Joe Louis. They took his money, too. They took it for 10% of his purse for his whole life and then slapped his ass up with them taxes. Modern day Joe Louis? Is Anthony Joshua the modern day Joe Louis? No. Absolutely not. Now, he better prove that he's the modern day Joe Louis. He got 12 years of defending belts to be the modern day Joe Louis. You know what I mean? He got years of that to get there, dog. I mean, I understand what you're saying as far as him being like he was kind of like, in the war effort, he was the good guy. He was the anti-Jack Johnson. You know what I mean? Because I do think he's the first black heavyweight champion since since Jack Johnson. It might have been the first person able to do that. So even able to fight for it. So matter of fact, yeah, he was the first black heavyweight champion since Jack Johnson. And he had to make sure he was, he had to pay a lot of money to get that shot, dog. A lot of money. But no, he is not, because dude got to get there, man. He's got one title defense. Joe Louis got 12 years of title defenses. So nah, he ain't on that level. There ain't no boxer around on that level. Not right now. I mean, honestly, man, if you look at it for 12 years, that's a long time, dog. Joe Louis was the definition of ignorance, in my opinion. He was a great person, as well as one of the best heavyweight champs ever. I mean, he had to do. I mean, I have a lot of respect for Joe Louis too, man. Dude had to do what he had to do, man. I mean, he wasn't going to get a shot. I mean, he's 1930s, man. You know what I mean? 1930s, 1940s. Well, is he in the 1940s? 1940s, because he fought during World War II, right? Which was like 38 through 44, something like that. So, I mean, that time, even to get a shot, I mean, he had to play the good guy role. You know what I mean? He had to play the good guy role. I don't necessarily know if that was him, but, Jack Johnson acted a fool, dog. Jack Johnson had a lot of fun and acted a fool. So, he's a real dude, man. So they weren't trying to, have that, dog. Yeah, he owned the 40s. But I would, no, Mike Tyson didn't have a belt for 11 years. No. Black Charm, DJ Black Charm Music. I'm not saying that he did not hold a belt from 1986 to 1997. I'm saying this dude, Joe Louis, held the heavyweight championship and went undefeated for 12 years. as the heavyweight champion. Mike Tyson lost and regained it. And, lost it and regained it. And I think, when did he lose that, man? When did he get knocked out? He got knocked out in 1992, something like that. Yeah, Spencer Crawford and Charlo Canelo. Yeah, man, I'll take that for sure, dog. I'll take both of those. I love both of those. Spence Crawford really is the that's where it's headed to. I mean, that and 140. But right now, dog, I don't even want to hear it. I don't want to see Spence Crawford this year. I want to see Spence Thurman. I'm sticking with it, dog. That's what I want to see. Spence Thurman. Wrap it up. You know what I mean? Let's wrap this up. And after Errol Spence Jr. gets done with Keith Thurman, then we can have whatever else pops off can pop off, man. That's kind of how I feel about Dillian White and Anthony Joshua. Once that pops off, dog, let it pop off. And after that, we can talk about Dillian White and anybody else people want to talk about. Dominic Brazil, Jarrell Miller, all of those dudes. All that can happen when it's done. He wasn't allowed to celebrate after knocking out white opponents. Yeah, he walked out there, Shoot, neither was Jack Johnson. They wouldn't film the ones with Jack Johnson. And honestly, though, I mean, that's a good thing, because back then, I mean, Cats was getting lynched for that, man. I don't know how many people Jack Johnson went and got killed. I mean, that's back when, they would just have, they would have lynchings over picnics. You know what I mean? Like, hey, let's all get together in the town square. We're going to string somebody up. Jack Johnson won, so let's go string 4-5 people up just so they know. Crazy. Oh, Fanon, there's no shame in being ignorant, because we all are at a point. Yeah, we're all ignorant about something, Broderick Hunter. That's no doubt about that. I mean, yeah, we're all ignorant about something. I talked to my wife about what she does, and I'm completely ignorant, of what she does. I mean, as far as, what she does on a day-to-day basis in her job, I'm ignorant. I don't know what that is. I can tell you what she does. I don't know how to do it, So to a certain extent, everybody's ignorant, everybody's knowledgeable. Someone that knows, if you don't know, a man that does not know one thing knows another, Fanon, damn. Tahaka Tasseti. I said sounds erotic. Wilder needs to sign a contract and accept 30% and say thank you. Why? Why does he need to do that? There's no contract to sign. I mean, there's no contract to sign. What contract? And why are you negotiating for Anthony Joshua on top of it? Why? I mean, I don't get that. What does he need to say thank you for? Anthony Joshua is going to get paid a lot of money to fight Deontay Wilder. Anthony Joshua can say thank you to Deontay Wilder too. It's always two people in a boxing ring, man. And the biggest fight in boxing is the heavyweight is Deontay Wilder and Anthony Joshua. I don't think that Deontay Wilder there's no shame in wanting those belts. He holds those. Anthony Joshua holds those belts. He don't own them. And I don't get why somebody. Oh, Takati said that. You didn't say that. Okay. Takaha Tasseti. Let me go back here. Takaha Tasseti. I don't know how to pronounce that. I'm sorry, man. If that's what you're saying, dog, I mean, that's some bunk, man. Pretty much. They're both going to make a ton of money. They're both going to make a ton of money. They both should say thank you to each other. I guarantee you, ain't nobody. Anthony Joshua is not going to get into a ring and shadow box for $20 million. I mean, straight up. It takes two to tango, man. It takes two to tango. Fanon, I never understood why fans care who makes what split, who the A side and the side don't. People want to see the fights. No, they don't. When they say that, no, they don't. They just want to make you say that. I don't think they want to see the fight. Otherwise, they say, let's see the fight. Who cares what the split is? You're not getting paid. I'm not getting paid. Now, I'll say something about like rankings. Like, hey, man. I mean, like TV ratings, like, hey, man, yes, there's a lot of interest in the fight. And I talk about that for pretty much to see how the networks are performing. But, you want to come up and say, hey, man, Anthony Joshua needs to say thank you. Deontay Wilder needs to say thank you for taking these coins. The fans, when they tune into that fight, are going to see two people, man. You know what I mean? The Cali Enigma, man, was good. Said the Cali, you big feminine fanboy. Man, you big feminine fanboys display suspect behavior towards him. I mean, very much so, man. Very much so. And it's time, just cut it out, man. Do you think that Anthony Joshua will win the fight? Yes or no? I won't even ask if you want to see the fight. Because the excuses change like every day. Before, he didn't fight anybody. Now he fought somebody. But still, now they just change out. He didn't fight anybody, but till he's never unified. You know what I mean? What's good, Prince Hakeem? I'm chilling, man. Main boxing biker. Fanon, ain't no saving some of these oons. They're lost. I mean, I don't know if they're necessarily that. Or, they just could be afraid for their boy. But whatever it is, I want to see the fight, man. So I'm, thank you guys for subscribing to the channel. Thank you for listening, tuning in. We got 100 people in the house. Thank you for listening to the live stream. So I'm just going to tell you, I want to see the fight. And I know there's a whole bunch of people who want to see the fight. A whole bunch of people in the United States want to see the fight. Everybody in the UK that's a fight fan that knows Anthony Joshua now knows Deontay Wilder. So the excuses keep getting swept out the door, man. Let's make the fight. Keith Thurman, no. Let's make the fight, Keith Thurman. Nobody's trying to fall for it, dog. Nobody's sitting around waiting for you to fight Danny Garcia. They want to see you fight Errol Spence. Stop faking the funk and let's make it hot. Brandon Harper, Fanon, nobody wants to talk about White or Miller. Like, exactly. Let them fight. I love it on the undercard. Let Dillian White fight Jarrell Miller. I'd love to see it. I'd love to see that fight. I'll be rooting for whoever wins. We can have that UK. We can have that UK-US battle any day. I'm cool with it. All right? I'm cool with it. But I don't care. I don't care, dog. I don't care about Dillian White and Deontay Wilder. He just knocked that dude out, dog. He got knocked out by Anthony Joshua. Why would I want to see Deontay Wilder beat somebody that Anthony Joshua already knocked out, dog? That's why I don't even really care about Dominic Breazeale. Dominic Breazeale got knocked out by him. I don't want to see that. I want to see that fight happening, man. UC Kingsley is for the building up of the fight. I mean, the fight is already there, dog. The fight is already built. There's no need to build any further. Everybody knows who that is. The only thing we can do now is mess up the fight by somebody losing before the fight happens. It's the heavyweight division. Anybody can get knocked out. What's good on Fahim Zator? Anybody can get knocked out at any time. Okay, there's a possibility that this weekend Anthony Joshua gets knocked out. That can happen this weekend, dude. There was a chance 2 weeks ago that Deontay Wilder could have gotten knocked out, dog. These are real things, man. They all get KO'd by AJ. Okay, let's see it. Let's see it. Let's see it. They all may get KO'd by Anthony Joshua. Maybe. But let's see it. Don't you want to see it? No, you don't want to see it. You want to live in the world where he could knock out everybody. James Somi, AJ fight next week. He could get knocked out next week. I mean, I favor him to win the fight for sure, but don't lunch. He could get sparked next week because he's fighting a dude with 6'4", 240 pounds who can put all that on his chin. He can go to sleep. I mean, there ain't a question about it. Just why you want to play around with that? Let's just make the fight, dog. Oh, James Soames must be his man. Oh, Dillian, hey man, he wouldn't be as mandatory if I was Deontay Wilder, because I go find Don King. Say, Don, what I got to do, dog? You know I got that. I know I fought your boy. Let you make that money up off of Dillian, off of Bermain Stavern again. Can you make that go away? Do something like that. It will. No, it's not AJDO. Yeah, wait for God's sakes. Yes, I do want to see it, and it will happen. How the fuck you know if it's going to happen, dog? How do you know it's going to happen? You don't know it'll happen. You don't know that it will happen. You don't know it'll happen until the paper's signed. Until then, you have no clue if it'll happen. And what is there to wait for? What are they trying to prove? There's nobody else. There's nobody else, dude. There's nobody else. Tyson Fury is a year away from fighting either one of them. Other than that, there's nobody else. Joseph Parker, if he gets by Joseph Parker's now gone. All 3-4 of the belts will be between those two people. What's the issue? I mean, it's ridiculous. Just be patient. Fuck being patient. There's no reason to be patient. Tell your boy to get some nuts and fight. You gonna tell me he wants to fight Dillian White? For what? He beat Dillian White. What do I want to see? What is that about? It's about milking it, dude. It's about milking the belt. And fess up, dog. He's got to fight Parker next. Of course. Obviously, he has to fight Parker next. Obviously. So you want me to wait until you want me to wait till April 1st? You want me to, hey, just let me stop saying anything about it till April 1st. And then you're going to be okay with me saying the fight needs to happen? Or then I need to stop. Then let me get this right again, JDO. Then after that, I need to stop and wait till after he fights the next guy, right? And then so what? What's your window of being able to ask for this fight? The little bit until Anthony Joshua decides to fight somebody else, and then we got to be quiet until Anthony Joshua fights somebody else? Come on, man. Ain't no patience with this. Make the fight. Make the fight. Stop making excuses. And they got a ton of them too. Make the fight now. All kind of fights in boxing history have not happened because somebody got beat. I don't want Anthony Joshua to get beat by Joseph Parker. I don't want it. But he keeps getting in the ring with somebody. Softy's going to get knocked out, dog. Man, shut the dude, DJ Dio. I'm a boxing fan. What are you? Why don't you care? Why don't you want to see the fight, dude? What's my rush? Because I want to see a fight. I want to see the heavyweight division. I want to see the two best heavyweights that are active right now with all the belts fight one another. I want to see unification. And I don't want to wait around for Eddie Hearn's 8-fight plan. What are you? You're cool with what's wait until 2023? We sit there and waited for Manny Pacquiao versus Floyd Mayweather Jr. for like 6 years. If that's what if somebody took your viewpoint on that, they'd be like, whatever, so what? It'll happen eventually. When they're 40, or when Anthony Joshua's been knocked out twice, or Deontay Wilder's been knocked out. You don't want to see it, Doug. You don't want to see it, Doug. That you being politically correct because you have to say that. You don't really want it. If you wanted to fight, you say, I want to see the fight. you damn right AJ ain't Floyd. You got that right. That's the first thing we can agree on. AJ is not Floyd Mayweather. So stop acting like he's Floyd Mayweather Jr. Malik Omar. Fanan, we are following the LDBC formula by not purchasing no more AJ fights until they make the Wilder fight. Fanan, don't waste your time with these trolls. Eddie Hearn puts in the super chat. I mean, it's fun. I mean, it's just it's fun. I don't mind doing it. It gives me my opportunity to point out, dog, that they making a bullshit. It's just, come on, man. What's your rush? What's my rush? I want to see the fight, dog. That's my rush. And yes, I'm rushing. I want to see the fight. I want to see the fight soon. I want to see it next. I don't want to wait till 2020. I don't want to wait 2023 because tomorrow's not promised, dog. Tomorrow's not promised. Anthony Joshua might get knocked out. You never see the fight. He might have Edwin Villario. You might see, I wanted to see Edwin Villario versus Floyd Mayweather. What happened to Edwin Villario? All of a sudden, they find he got a metal plate in his house and he's out the country. I mean, come on, man. That's just some garbage, dude. What's your rush? Put some lead in your ass, son. Let's make it hot. Let's get the fight going. And you don't want to see the fight, dude. You've already said you already said you don't want to see it. You want to be patient. You want it to happen, whenever they decide it happens. That's all good. We don't know why these boxing fans want to see fights. I mean, why would a boxing fan want to see a boxing match? That's ridiculous. I mean, shouldn't you just want to see fights where you know who's going to win before it goes in? I mean, I would rather watch five, 6, 7 fights where I know the outcome is before it even happens. That's what boxing's about. Boxing's about mismatch after mismatch after mismatch. That's what boxing's about. That's what the fans really want to see. The fans don't want to see the best guy fight the best guy. Because that's how that is in the NBA. Nobody wants to see, nobody wants to see the best teams in the final. What they really love is the 82 game season and watching one team who got no chance of beating the other team blowing out by 30. That's what they really want to see. You know what I mean? That's what they really want to see. They want to see blatant mismatches because that's what makes the sport of boxing great. Blatant mismatches. Right? That's what we want to see. We want to see top ranked cards where you know exactly how the fight's going to turn out before the card gets announced. That's what you want. You want 10-1 underdogs, week after week after week. And then eventually, hey, then you'll get the fight that you want. That's what boxing fans want. Why would you want that, man? That's not a fan of boxing. You're a fan of a promoter, man, or a fan of that boxer. Rashawn McClarty, shout out in the super chat, man. And Omar and Malik Omar, man. Thanks. Shout out, man. 100% AJ needs to step up ASAP. Bad move for Team AJ. Pretty much, dude. What's good? 78 Sports TV's in the house. What's good, my man? Ryler 5M says in the super chat, the AJ versus Deontay Wilder makes all the sense in the world. And it makes sense right now. It don't make sense next year. 2 years from now. I mean, it's just, come on, man. That's milking it. And I'm not interested to see. I want to see Aerosmith. And I'll tell you how much I don't give a shit about it. AJ, DL, you waited 7 years for Wilder to step up. No, I didn't. No, I didn't wait 7 years for Deontay Wilder to step up. I watched every fight that Deontay Wilder fought because I wanted to see Deontay Wilder fight. And you had Vladimir Klitschko and Vitaly Klitschko, specifically Vitaly Klitschko, that sat on the WBC belt for 2 years and fought one time a year. And then when he got the shot, he fought the guy that had the belt. And then Tyson Fury got on his drug stuff and issues, and he wasn't available. And Vladimir Klitschko decided to fight Anthony Joshua. Oh, he's bums. Watch this day, Dio. Goodbye. You're out. Because you have now officially proven that you're a troll. Goodbye. Now, Jay, now that I politely told you to shut the fuck up. Stop making excuses. You went from what'll happen to now you're deflecting back to the other ones. He didn't step up. He didn't step up until 7 years. Now you're going to start going through that shit. He's never made enough money. He didn't unify. All that bullshit. Because you got thrown on your face. Didn't you just tell me that I needed to be patient? Of course. I just needed to be patient, right? But now all of a sudden something was wrong with me because I didn't wait long, because I waited too long. You don't know what I did with Deontay Wilder. Thank you very much. I was actually pretty critical of Deontay Wilder for what he said about Mike Tyson. And most of Deontay Wilder's career was overshadowed by Floyd Mayweather Jr. and us waiting on another fight. So, it is what it is, dog. But you don't want to see that fight. Don't lie. You don't want to see it, dude. JDO2, speak facts. I'm not sure what that means, Greg. But hey, man, I want to see this fight. I want to see this fight right now. I don't want to go over what happened 5 years ago. I don't want to go over 5 years ago. Even saying, oh, yeah, I see you, Rashawn McClarty. This is becoming the new champion payment plan. Milk the belts. He must be hanging out with Thurman. Pretty much. And here, let me go off on something else, too. You guys don't know what I was doing 5 years ago. You don't know what I was saying about Deontay Wilder and whether he needed to step up or not. You don't know me. I didn't have a channel 7 years ago. So you're just pulling that out of your ass. You don't know what I said about Deontay Wilder. If Deontay Wilder had 3 of the belts and wasn't fighting Anthony Joshua, I'd be saying the same thing to him. Because I want to see the fight that's relevant now. Right now. At this moment in time, dog, at this moment in time, the 2 top heavyweights are Anthony Joshua and Deontay Wilder. And I want to see that fight because they are the guys that are at the top right now. I don't care if Deontay Wilder ducked everybody in the planet 5-10 years ago. Who cares? What does that have to do with it now? He's the WBC champion. He just beat Anthony Joshua's mandatory, who he didn't want to fight. The WBC champion is now stepping up and saying he wants Anthony Joshua. So Anthony Joshua needs to, but Anthony Joshua's doing what? Is he stepping up? No, he's stepping down. He wants to fight Dillian White. That's not stepping up. That's stepping down. Dillian White, he already beat Dillian White. I want to see the fight, dude. And there's no taking me some historical, some historical journey that's going to get me off of that. I don't care what happened 2 years ago. I don't care what happened 2 weeks ago. I care about what's going to happen in the next fight. I know that Deontay Wilder is the WBC champion. That's an objective fact. For all these people that talk about objective facts, here are the objective facts. Deontay Wilder is a WBC champion. He's 40-0 with 39 knockouts. He's won Olympic bronze medalist. He just got done knocking out the boogeyman of the heavyweight division. That's what I want to see. And to my man, Jeff Thorne B, what if Parker wins? I want to see Deontay Wilder fight Joseph Parker. But what will happen is Anthony Joshua will then get an immediate rematch because I'm sure he's got that in his clause. That's what will happen next. It'll be a rematch. BFTW Boxing, I'm sorry, man. Shout out in the super chat. Clowns with this step-up crap act as if Wilder wasn't trying to fight these guys. How is he supposed to fight guys that won't agree to fight him? Yeah, and they don't even know that. They don't know whether or not there ain't no record of Deontay Wilder saying, I never want to fight Vladimir Klitschko. When did Deontay Wilder have a belt and say he wouldn't fight Vladimir Klitschko? But anyway, that's the past. That's the past. I'm talking about right now. Right now. Keith Thurman is living in the past. Keith Thurman's like, I've done this, I've done that, young buck, wait your time, young buck, wait your time. I don't want to hear that, dude. Yeah, he said that before Errol Spence had a belt, he was talking that. Errol Spence goes and gets the belt the hard way, and he's still talking it. He just doesn't want to fight. So there's no excuse to be made, dude. The only reason I would say if Errol Spence Jr. says, man, I'm not interested in fighting Mikey Garcia because I want Keith Thurman, that's at least that's the dude with 2 belts. He's supposed to want that dude. That's what he's supposed to do. But you're not supposed to be. Anthony Joshua's own promoter said that the fight that he wants is Dillian White. How do you justify that? That's a step down. And I can understand if Tyson Fury was fighting, if Tyson Fury had his fight announced, if he had the 2 warm-up fights that he wanted, and he had to start negotiating with Anthony Joshua for that fight, or if Tyson Fury was available and Tyson Fury was calling out Deontay Wilder for the WBC belt, then Deontay Wilder fought. I can understand that. But at this point, there's nobody there. because Tyson Fury's not real yet. Not until he gets back in the ring, which he's not. So make the fight happen, dog. Stop pulling shit out your behinds, man. Oh, had another school shooting in Maryland. Damn, that's crazy. They need to get rid of them things, man. Wilder mess around and get Rocky Marciano's record only 10 fights away. Yeah, but then you know what they'll do. The perfection is this. Even that, I'm like, yeah, he could. He could get Rocky Marciano's record with 10 fights. He could do that. But even if he did that, that would not be fighting the top guy. If Wilder did that and wasn't asking, if he was just trying to do that and not calling for Anthony Joshua fight, I would be saying the same thing to Deontay Wilder that I'm saying about Anthony Joshua. I don't care about you getting that record. I don't care about you getting to 50-0, 60-0, or whatever. I want to see you fight Anthony Joshua. Unify the belts. The WBC, get all 4 belts in your, get all 4 belts. And then when you got all 4 belts, then go take your run past Mayweather, past Rocky Marciano, knock out 50 dudes, do all that stuff. But let the 40th knockout that you get be Anthony Joshua. And I'm being just equal on both. That's my opinion. I'm not trying to go out of my way to appear as if don't have an opinion. That's what sometimes some people do. Like, I'm just being unbiased. You're trying to act like you don't have an opinion or hold your opinion back to appease half the room. I'm giving you my opinion. My opinion is that these two need to fight, and they need to fight next and answer the question, who is the best heavyweight? That's what boxing's supposed to be about. Who's the best? You don't, in the NBA, you don't have the team saying, hold on, we don't need to play NBA finals this year because, we already know that the Golden State Warriors are better than the Cleveland Cavaliers. So, we're just going to let Golden State Warriors hold their championship until next year because, nobody really wants to see that because they know how that fight's going to go. And, just be patient. We're going to wait. Why do you need an NBA championship every year? Why do you need a Super Bowl every year? I mean, can't you just be patient? I mean, it's obvious that, the Chicago Bears can't beat the Philadelphia Eagles. So, or actually they're in the same conference, so that doesn't work. But, you get my point. It's obvious that they can't beat the Patriots. The Bears can't beat the Patriots. So just let the Patriots let them keep the trophy for this year. And maybe we'll get to it next year when it's worth our time to see it. Because, the Bears really would just be feeding off of the Patriots because, they need to ask the Patriots and thank the Patriots for giving them an opportunity to fight for that trophy. It's bunk, man. Fanon is going to stop worrying about what the next man making. Exactly, man. It's ridiculous, dog. And I mean, it's just a ridiculous argument, man. What up, Fanon? I got my whole office checking for your videos, man. We appreciate your work, man. I appreciate that, man. Thank you, man. Appreciate that, dog. It's a lot of fun, these live streams, talking to you cats real time. Fanon, are you going to watch the Dominant 20 on ESPN on Thursdays? Oh, you talking about, is that college basketball? I don't know what the Dominant 20 is. I'm so stuck on boxing, man. It's pretty much boxing and work, dude. Oh, yeah, exactly. BFTB. Ad Jeff and AJ fanboys high on that booty juice. You said that ain't no jam. They high on that booty juice. Because that's ridiculous, dog. They need to get their nose out that dude's backside, man, and make the fight happen. And put a demand on him. Because damn, if you put the pressure on him fighting, he might win. It's not like I'm saying Anthony Joshua can't win. He's got a good chance to win that fight. It's not something that, you know what I mean? It's not something that some foregone conclusion was going to happen, dog. So just, man up and have a fight, man. At least put some pressure on these dudes to make the fight happen. You keep coasting on them. Oh, for now, I know the greatest athletes in the last 20 years. I might check it out. Now that you mentioned it, man, I didn't even know. This is the first I've heard about it, Curtis. This is the first I've heard about it. Main boxing biker for 9. It'll all be clear if they listen to the debate 78 Sports TV with UK biggest YTBC channels, Boxing Beats and Rhymes. Yeah, I didn't see that. Did he have that? I got to check that out. James Somas. Look, you ain't getting no AJ fight when you want it, only when Wilder accepts 85 15 splits. Yeah, right. As if that's even how it's worked. That's not even worked out like that, from my understanding, dog. They do. That's like some media type of stuff. They talk about how much money the cat's going to make. You got to do a profit and loss, figure out how much money you expect to have happen, come up with some type of reasonable way that you're going to get paid based on TV revenue, the gate, international TV rights, merchandise. You got to figure out what you're going to get in all those different areas, man. But whatever's clever, man. Sign the contract. Like they just got like they just got a contract out there floating. You know what I mean? What's going on, Ian Campbell? Chilling, man. Just talking about this stuff. Just talking about this. UK Kingsley, his promoter was saying all that for you guys to keep talking about AJ and keep promoting him in America. Dude, he's getting crapped on in America, UK. I'm telling you. He's just getting crapped on in America. He's not getting promoted means that you're getting some type of positive, if somebody listening to the most channels in the United States right about now, they would be like, damn, who is this coward? If you call that, if that's what you guys think is promotion, okay. You know what I mean? But it's not. It's demotion. It's demotion. They're thinking he's a sucker because he's not taking the fight. The dude that's getting promoted is Deontay Wilder. If Deontay Wilder is the one whose name is rising. Anthony Joshua got his rise off winning an Olympic gold medal in the UK, beating Vladimir Klitschko, filling stadiums in the UK. Anthony Joshua's getting crapped on in America. He's not very well known because boxing's not big here. He's not unknown, but he's not terribly well known. People ain't really checking for Anthony Joshua here like that. But when you keep hearing videos of calling him ass juice, that's like one of the things you guys got to understand. That dude got a nickname in America, ass juice, a joke, anal jam, a jackass, all kind of shit, dude. People are clowning him. That's not promotion. That's demotion. And it's coming from him saying that he doesn't want Deontay Wilder to get in a ring with him. I saw a UK channel that kind of tried to turn it a little bit and said, put the word warns, right? He said Anthony Joshua warns Deontay Wilder not to get in the ring with him. He didn't warn him. He called the popo on him, dog. He didn't warn him. Yeah, well, I warn him of what? If you try to get in this ring, the security guards are going to get you. That's the warning. Come on, man. That ain't promotion, dog. That's demotion and getting clowned. Struggle boxing, Auntie Joe. I mean, come on, dog. That's what it is. Elvis Hansen, Fanon, I guess Ass Juice will fight his mandatories after Parker and wins. I'm so annoyed by this A-side right now. They're just exactly. That's what he'll be doing again, dude. Oh, complete as I said, assume juicing. Man, they got A juice and J, all kind of stuff. Apple jelly. He's getting the Cali in the UK. He's getting trashed, dog. He did call a popo, dog. That's what it is. He's warning him that if you try to get up in this ring, these security guards are going to surround you. You can't come in the ring. You can call it over there, stay nice and far away from me over there because he can't tell. And if he could, see, this is how much of a sucker I think this dude's acting. If he could get away with telling Sky Sports that Deontay Wilder can't call a fight, he might do that. But, Sky Sports probably ain't having it because Sky Sports might say, look, I'm making this. We paying this money. We're paying this money. And at a certain point in time, dog, we want that Deontay Wilder fight. We want that. You know what I mean? We want that. And the pressure's eventually going to get on him. And you can already see in the UK the pressure's getting on him. But over here, he's looking terrible, man. He ain't taking, there ain't no Eddie Hearn takeover the UK of the United States coming, dog. It ain't coming. Not unless he fights Deontay Wilder and wins. Then he'll be good. You even got Anthony Joshua being like, damn, dog. What's my man's name? Lennox Lewis. Like, come on, man. Come on. At a certain point in time, even Mike Tyson gonna throw him underneath the bus, dog. And Mike Tyson loves him, but Let it keep going, man. Pretty soon, Mike Tyson's gonna be like, "You need to man up, AJ." Yeah, call him a bitch. I can't do a good Tyson voice, but he gonna come out there, dog. He gonna come out on him, dog. Lennox Lewis. Yep. Hey, what's going on, Larry Miller B? I'm chilling, man. Just out here talking this boxing, dog. Hot on the trail of this dude. It's ridiculous, man. It's ridiculous. It should not be excused. It should not be excused. And as soon as this dude, the pressure will also get on your boy too. Now, the pressure will get on your boy too. Keith Thurman. It's coming back around to him too. And hey, man, it should be on Mikey Garcia. Mikey Garcia need to go down to 135 pounds and prove his worth, man, and not look like he's running from Lomachenko. Because that's a bad look. Liquid BJJ. Oh, Doug. You know what, dude? Liquid BJ. Hey, man. I'll leave that alone, dog. Hey, man, much respect, dog. You'll get treated with respect over here, homeboy. Lennox Lewis was a real British champ. He was, no doubt about it, man. That's a great fighter. One of the 10 best heavyweights ever. What do you think about Regis Porgray versus Mikey? Same thing. I want to see it. If Mikey's not going to go, he's not going to go down to 135. You know, he should fight the winner of Regis Porgray versus Jose Ramirez. That's where I am on it. The winner of that, he should. But definitely, Lennox Lewis is the truth, man. And Lennox Lewis has all kind of respect in the United States. And here's the thing about the U.S. He wasn't loved in the U.S. You know what I mean? People like Tyson. People liked Holyfield. People weren't really big on Lennox Lewis like that. But Lennox Lewis beat the American public into submission because the dude is just the truth. And as a result, you know, that's why he got where he got. You know, people weren't, clamoring in love with it. But when people thought that he got robbed against Evander Holyfield in the first fight, man, people spoke up and said that they thought that was wrong, and they got on his side from him. You know, there's not a whole lot of that stuff. From real boxing fans, people are going to ask for what's going on for the real fight, dog. He got the respect. And Anthony Joshua can get the respect too, and he's a talented young man. He's a talented young man who's got a lot going for him. He's highly skilled. He's a danger to anybody. And he just needs to fight the dude. And if he wins, then, hey, he's going to be much better off. If he fought Deontay Wilder and beat Deontay Wilder, he would be in a much better position right now, than he is right now. As good of a position he's in, he would be in a much better position. I know that may be hard for you guys to fathom, but he'd be in an even bigger position if he fought Deontay Wilder. But if he doesn't want to take that chance and he feels like, I've made it, I am where I am, and, that's all I need, he's milking it. Mikey won't fight Porgray right now because he only wants names. Yeah, names. These casuals don't know the meaning of earning respect. Antonio McCray. Yeah, because that's what he'll do. That's another thing about like Floyd Mayweather Jr. Like people can say, you waited a long time for Floyd Mayweather Jr. to fight Manny Pacquiao. Floyd Mayweather Jr. he was already a Hall of Famer before that conversation even started. He had already went through 130, 135, 140. He'd already beaten De La Hoya. He was already in the Hall of Fame by the time that ever started. This is not a case of Floyd Mayweather Jr. not wanting to fight Jose Luis Castillo. You know what I mean? It would be like Floyd Mayweather Jr. going to lightweight and fighting everybody but Jose Luis Castillo. And I got all the belts except for the one that Jose Luis Castillo got. And then you think people are going to let him slide not fighting Jose Luis Castillo? Of course not. But what did Floyd do? Floyd fought the best guy at that weight class pretty much right off the bat. Right off the bat, got him. What's good, Famous Athletics? That's why even the comparison between what's going on with Wilder and Anthony Joshua and Floyd Mayweather is not a good comparison. Because Floyd Mayweather Jr. he had already given fight fans, he had already earned all his respect well before Manny Pacquiao was even on the scene. And there was a legitimate question about, that isn't the case. Anthony Joshua he's defended his belt one time. Curtis Anderson is Fanon is Mikey ducking Lomachenko. I mean, I wouldn't call it a duck. You know what I mean? I wouldn't call it a duck but it does look funny that he leaves the weight class right when he shows up. You know what I mean? It's like he leaves 135. He leaves 135 right when Lomachenko goes in and starts fighting at 140 right when Terrence Crawford goes out. You know what I mean? Hey, good morning. Hey, what's going on, man? World Breaker fighting channel. Man, Adonis, what's good with you, man? So that's what I say. I wouldn't say that he's ducking him, but it's just suspicious. I mean, he's not as mandatory. You know, Lomachenko doesn't have a belt yet. There's no promise that Lomachenko is going to get past Jorge Linares, you know? Lomo isn't going to beat Mikey. There is no money at 135. What? Why do you say that there's no money at 135? Mikey Garcia would make more money fighting Lomachenko. He would make more money fighting Lomachenko than he would make fighting. What did he get? This Adrian Bronner? You got $1 million for Adrian Bronner. I'm suspecting he got $1 million for Sergey Lipinets. I don't know why that type of money wouldn't be there for Vasyl Lomachenko. You know, but I do agree with you. Traditionally, that's not as big a money division as 147. But 135, I do believe, was a bigger money. It's more of a prestige. It's a bigger prestige than 135 is a bigger prestige weight class than 140 is. You know what I mean? I thought the way that goes was, you know, typically, I know that individual Larry Lomachenko doesn't do numbers. I mean, he did decent numbers. I mean, I ain't gonna argue with that. Not by himself, he doesn't. But he did them he did some good numbers with Rigondeaux on a code on that card with him. But yeah, I get what you're saying. But honestly, still, money aside, I mean, I'm not gonna allow I don't think the numbers should be a reason not to fight Lomachenko. Lomachenko's another dude. If he's talking about legacy, right? He's another dude that's up on top of the 147. And he's on top of the pound for pound list. I mean, I'm just being real. Oh, he said, come on, Fanon. Even 78 agree with what? What, that there's no money at? That there's no money at 135? I mean, I don't know if there's no money in there or not. I don't know. I mean, I have to suspect there would be money for Lomachenko, two top pound for pound dudes. It just depends on how much money they're willing to pay for it, you know? But I do understand that Lomachenko's not a great draw. I got countless videos, not countless. I got a bunch of videos saying that, but I mean, still, I can't say I'm not going to engage in that type of conversation because that would be hypocritical for me. I can't say in one breath that Anthony Joshua needs to fight Deontay Wilder because, you know, I want to see the best fight the best, and then say I don't care about Mikey Garcia fighting Lomachenko at 135 if Lomachenko winds up holding the belt because there's not enough money there. You know what I mean? I mean, that would be hypocritical of me. So I'm just going to be real with it. I want to see if Mikey Garcia is going to be at 135. Make up your mind, be at 135. Fight the winner, either Robert Easter, who's there right now, or fight the winner of Lomachenko Linares. If not, if you're at 140, shoot, you could fight Robert Easter at 135 and then still fight the winner of Jose Ramirez and Enriquez Porgray at 140. You know what I mean? The big money fights? Is that what you're saying? 135, 154, 168 heavyweights? I don't know why you're saying those numbers, but the heavyweights, the golden divisions are the heavyweights, middleweight. It's heavyweight, 160. Heavyweight, actually, from order, this is the way that I've always seen it, is heavyweight, welterweight, then from welterweight, middleweight, then probably middleweight to lightweight, and then lightweight probably to light heavyweight. You know, that's how I've seen like the order of prestige. You see a lot of cats because those are the traditional weight classes. Those are the traditional ones. And light heavyweight's always been a stepchild to heavyweight. You know what I mean? At least that's my take. I mean, I could be wrong. That's just my opinion. Don't write it down as law. That's just how I've seen it. Yardie Boxing Talk. What's good, man? Fanon, I'm no Wilder fan, but I've been down with this channel. You had a good educated touch to the Boxing Talk. Don't get too involved in these YouTube wars. You owe it to your sub to be balanced. Yardie Boxing Talk. I don't owe it to anybody to be balanced. I owe it to you to tell you what I think. Period. There's some real falseness to this. Somebody that tells you that if they always calling it right down the middle, they're not being honest with you because they're not telling you what they think. I'm going to give you my opinion, and my opinion is my opinion. Where that opinion falls in the continuum of other people's opinions, it is what it is. Unbalanced. I mean, what the fuck does that mean? It's an opinion. You can characterize it as what you want to. I'm consistent. I believe that the best should fight the best. When people say that they're balanced, that's bullshit. You've got an opinion. What's your opinion? I don't want you to talk to me and not offend me. I want you to tell me what you think. What's right? What's wrong? What do you think should happen? What do you think shouldn't happen? I'm not going to tell you that I just going to call this right down. I understand 100% what Anthony Joshua was saying. I understand what Deontay Wilder is saying, and I'm going to let you make the choice about what you believe. I'm going to tell you what I think, and I have certain principles behind it, and I'm going to try not to be hypocritical. And honestly, I don't know you shit. Let's just be real with it. I don't know you shit. You know what I mean? You don't know me shit. I don't know you shit. You don't pay me. You watch the videos, but you don't pay me. I don't work for you. I didn't apply for a job. I can just tell you what I think. And if you want it, you want to agree with me, you don't want to agree with me, you're going to know what I think about it. I'm not going to tell you I'm not going to be like, oh, I have to understand what Eddie Hearn's talking about. I mean, I do understand what he's talking about, and he's full of shit. That's my take. That's my take on it. But see, people want to use that be balanced as a way to muffle you and not give somebody what you think is true. And that's just not being honest. I think that Anthony Joshua was acting like a pussy is what I think. That's what I think. I also think that Anthony Joshua has the ability to beat Deontay Wilder. That's what I think. Those two of those might seem contradictory to you, but they are in reality what I think. Anthony Joshua says that he wants to fight Dillian White and is not looking to fight Deontay Wilder and I can't get into his head and say why it is or why it isn't, but I'm telling you what it looks like to me. That's my opinion. I don't owe it to anybody to do that. I don't even owe. I can lie out my ass and I still don't owe you shit. I can be like, hey, I think Anthony Joshua is the greatest, boxer in the history of the world. I can say that, but you're not going to believe me because I'm going to start laughing halfway through it. You know what I mean? That's just do what if you don't agree with me, I think you're an idiot. You don't have to type that, but you can think this dude's an idiot. I don't agree with what he says. But there is no magical balancing point. You know what I mean? It's like if you got it's like you got two kids. I don't know if any of you guys are parents, right? But if you have two kids, one kid did something to the other kid, but the other kid didn't do anything, and you decide that you just saw them scuffling, but you're going to be balanced and beat both of them. Well, the kid that didn't do anything got wronged, and the kid that did something wronged somebody twice. He wronged them with the original thing, and then wronged them again by not fessing it up. It was their fault. And now you punish somebody that shouldn't have been punished because you want to be balanced. Balanced does not mean correct. It does not mean right. Be honest and don't be a hypocrite. And that's what a lot of these people arguing for Anthony Joshua are being. They're being hypocrites. They're being hypocrites because they would never take from Anthony Joshua what they're at from Deontay Wilder, what they're asking from Deontay Wilder. But I don't owe you back. As far as I owe you nothing, I don't owe you shit, dog. Just straight up. I don't owe you anything. And don't ever get it twisted. I don't owe you anything. You could give $100 super chat. I still don't owe you shit. I'd be like, okay, cool. You got that? Thank you. That's my opinion. And I appreciate you donating. Thank you, sir, very much. It is what it is, man. Yo, Fanon, giving out boxing and parental advice. Watch out. Fanon, balanced, but AJ fans don't say Wilder should receive a 50-50 split. Who cares? That's not my call. That's not my call. You disagree with the parenting rule, but that's subject for another day. That's fine. I'm going to, I mean, you can do that. I mean, I know my sister used to do that shit to me. My sister used to do that to me. And she'd laugh afterwards because she'd go out of her way to get me a whooping because she didn't care. She would just do some shit. And then all of a sudden we're both in trouble. And she would like it because she, not only did she get me in trouble, she got me a whooping. And she was more than willing to take a whooping to get it done. Oh, dog, if your son doesn't do anything wrong, then, or your son or daughter didn't do anything wrong, they shouldn't be punished. She was, oh yeah, my older sister, absolutely she did. Until I got big enough to end that shit. Then she never did anything again. Yeah, she's 2 years older than me. So she did. She getting all kind, we do whatever. And then she wouldn't care because, she'd be like, whatever. I'm going to do it. You're going to get in trouble anyway. You know what I mean? But people shouldn't get punished for things that they didn't do. That's my point. And just punishing both people because they're there, I don't think that's right. You can do it, but I don't think it doesn't feel good to be in the situation where you're doing what you're supposed to do. Somebody else did what they're not supposed to do, and you get punished because they manipulated somebody else. So they did you wrong twice, and they flaunt that over you. You know what I mean? She might not have cared about getting a spanking. She didn't care about getting a spanking. Or, whatever. It is what it is, man. She was getting me ready. No, she's being an ass. It's just what it is. She's being an ass. That's just being an ass. I mean, being an ass gets you used to people. She wasn't purposely trying to get you. She's just being an ass. That was my take. I mean, she's good people. That's my sister. I love her to death. But that's not a balanced scenario. Me too. There was times I've done that where I was like, I fed my dog some milk and I just stood there like, my dad was like, who fed this dog all this milk? And I just sat there like, straight face, didn't say anything. And my little sister was like, I didn't do it. I didn't do it. I didn't do it. And my dad looked at her like, all that yelling, you must have done it. And she got a whooping. And I stood right there like, should I tell or should I tell? And I didn't tell. I feel guilty about it, dog. But I did it wrong, dog. She got done wrong twice. Anyway, it is what it is, man. I'm sorry on that. Hold on. When I say balance, I'm referring to your YouTube division. I'm not implying none of what you explained. You have a wide range of subs. I'm one of them. I did not mention Joshua. I mean, I just going to make the videos I want to make, Yardie Boxing Talk. I mean, I don't know what to do about that. I'm going to talk about what I want to talk about. If I make 2 videos about Vasyl Lomachenko, somebody will say all I do is make Vasyl Lomachenko videos. If I talk about Errol Spence, somebody's going to say all I do is Errol Spence videos. If I make videos about Manny Pacquiao, all I do is Manny Pacquiao videos. I mean, I don't know what to do about that. When I wake up in the morning and I think I want to talk about boxing, I'm going to talk about what I want to talk about with boxing, the subject that's on my mind. If I go out of my way to make a Mark Magsayo video today, it's not going to come out very well because I'm not interested in it today. I'm not. It's not something that's on my mind. What's Magsayo's next fight? I'm just going to talk about the things that I'm on, you know? If it was Demetrius Andrade, I made a video the other day about Jose Ramirez and Regis Porgray, because that's on my mind. You know what I mean? If you want to be part of it, I mean, if you like the channel, if you don't like a video and you don't want to hear about it that day, don't watch it. I'm not going to shove it down your throat, but it's got to be enjoyable on both sides of it. Because for the most part, dude, I have to listen to and do every video. And if I'm just doing videos because I'm trying to figure out what people want and what people like, then it's not fun for me. And it's not going to come off authentic. I mean, it is what it is, man. I mean, I don't owe it. And then again, I don't owe it to anybody. It doesn't work that way. I appreciate you watching. But if you don't want to watch it, it's like sometimes people will leave these comments like, oh, I'm tired of you talking about this. I'm going to unsubscribe. Well, if you go, why? Just go ahead and unsubscribe. Just boop. Just like you can hit the bell icon, you can unhit the bell icon. Just like there's a subscribe, you can hit the unsubscribe. It's not difficult. But you're trying to guilt me into doing something. And it's just, that's not going to work, man. I mean, it's not worth it, man. Sorry, man. Yeah, I was on that too much, man. Ward would smash clenbuterol. Oh my God, Ward ain't got no that. He ain't gonna fight him. I've heard that. What's that talk about? All I'll say is this: I came to this channel because I enjoy the content, not because of Fanon or the LDBC or nothing. Which I know you're not LDBC. I appreciate that, Lewis. I mean, we don't always agree, Lewis. You know, we don't always agree. But, you know, it's a good conversation, man. Just have a good conversation. Sometimes we're going to agree. Sometimes we're not going to agree. Trust me, I got people, when I make Gervonta Davis videos, I get called everything under the sun on Gervonta Davis videos. I made a pro Josh Taylor video and had people assaulting me over Josh Taylor. Just you got to be honest, man. That's what it's, you know. Anyway, that's my opinion. Frank Williams said Floyd is a mastermind in keeping his name in the public. He's not only going to fight MMA, I think he's going to promote managed fighters in the MMA. And this is the best way to build his promotion up. Yeah, no doubt, man. Hey, what's going on, C-Stars? You are hilarious, G. Davis. I'm the GS Davis. Joe T. If Ward's smart, he promote a super fight between he and Canelo. Man, Canelo ain't going to take that fight. No chance, dog. No chance. Canelo Alvarez would never get in that ring with that dude. That's just a that's murder she wrote, dog. Trey X, Fanon and I clash all the time. That's what honest free thinkers do. That's it. And you can say you disagree, man. Just I don't like what you say. I don't agree. I don't agree with you. Let's keep him cool. We'll talk. And that's the thing about boxing, dude. You're gonna wind up agreeing on most things. If you're being real and you're not just one of these guys that just want to disagree to disagree. Like if you just want to disagree with me to disagree with me, then I mean, yeah, we're gonna have a hard time. Or in any boxing channel or in life, period. You're gonna have. If you just want to disagree with somebody, you want them to be wrong, then you're going to disagree with anything they say. You know what I mean? Fanon, if you don't want it, hold on, let me see what this is this. Ooh, that went away. Something about unsubscribe. Fanon, if you don't do you, then I'm going to unsubscribe. I don't agree with you about AJ and Hearn. I think I don't agree with you about AJ and Hearn. I think they're trolling us. Oh, yes, if you don't do you, then you'll unsubscribe. And that's why I'm not interested in people that don't tell what they're actually thinking. That's like, come on, man. Just whatever. You can always disagree, dog. We're going to always keep it real. Pound LBC. That's what's up. Tyson Fury, this is UK Kingsley. Tyson Fury reveals goal to beat Joe Louis' unbeatable title defense record. No flash in the pan. Oh, yeah, I saw that. That's what's good. That's what's up. You got to get some belts now, dog. But that, I mean, hey, Tyson Fury's a guy that can beat everybody too. No joke about it, man. Oh my God, go Fanon Valley on y'all. Not today. I mean, I went a little bit, man, but you know, we'll draw back in. We draw back in. I understand why people get frustrated. I mean, I look at people's channels and I get like, why would you say that? You know? But at the same time, man, if you just listen to if you listen to somebody's opinion on 4 different subjects, you might get a lot of good information off 4 of those subjects and really disagree on one. And then you get caught in situations like Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford where you like both of them. You know what I mean? Then it's like, what do you do there? You know what I mean? Am I supposed to just, you know? That's when I got to call it down the middle because I like Errol Spence. I like Terrence Crawford. I think they're both great fighters. But Terrence Crawford's got to prove at 147. And that's not a knock on Errol Spence. I mean, on Terrence Crawford. It's just the fact. I haven't seen him at 140. I haven't seen him 147. Oh, what's 1-2 said? Hey, Fanon, I've been dipping in and dipping out. I'm back and I'm busy right now. That's what's up. Always good to be busy. Have something to do, especially if you're getting money for it. C Stars, any other threats of unsubscribing? I'll let you DJ the block party. I mean, dog, if you're gonna unsubscribe, just unsubscribe. I mean, people unsubscribe. It's cool. I mean, you know what I mean? I mean, I just don't get. See, the thing that I don't do when somebody says that is I don't believe you. When you say that you're gonna unsubscribe, I don't believe that you're gonna. Number one, you might not even be subscribed. That's like telling me, that's like a woman saying, you know what, if you had just, now I won't use the women analogy. It's like somebody telling you they would have given you money if you hadn't done this. Well, it's mighty easy to take away money you weren't given to begin with. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you unsubscribe, just unsubscribe. If you telling me you're going to unsubscribe, I'm doubting whether you were subscribed at all. And whether you're not, you're just trying to like you're just trying to say something in the comment section to affect other people. Because you can go through your YouTube metrics. People get unsubscribed all the time. Peace to you. I just subbed. What's up, man? Much appreciated. You know what I mean? It's like you faking the funk, dog, when you say that. You know what I mean? You're trying to intimidate me. I mean, whatever, dude. You know how many people are not subbed to me? Dude, I'll take your one sub. I'll take your unsub if I can get all the people who are not subbed. There's millions and millions and millions of people who are not subbed to me. So I am not about to cry a river because somebody unsubbed. You just joining 2 million other you just joining 4 million other people that ain't subscribed to me. Come on, man. I got 8,000 subs, dog. It ain't that much, dog. Anyway, Malik Omar says, these trolls are something else sometimes for nine. You have to ignore these dudes. Yeah, it's just fun, man. I'm talking boxing, man. I'll try. I see the good conversation going on here. I ignore them all the time. I do. But sometimes it's good just, you know, speak your piece, dog. Oh, so you just made 1,500 subs within like a week. You're clearly not losing any sleep over it. Hey, dude, 78 Sports TV. Yes, quiet as kept. The subs have been coming through a lot. I mean, like, I'm happy about that. That's good, but it don't really make it's cool. I'll say that is cool, dog. But that's really like 78 Sports TV in them cats in the LDBC giving a cat a shot. That's pretty much just like that is what that is. And I really do appreciate it, man. But cats be bugging, man. Oh, Charlimbo Marks. Thank you, man. I'm trying to Charalambos Mark. Don't sweat it, bro. You have excellent content on your channel. I appreciate it, man. Much appreciated, man. I like boxing. Joe T says, I like boxing channels that are the truth and don't hate on boxers. Yeah, it's tough. And that's tough not to do that. It's tough like not to like cross the line between the situation and the fighter. You know what I mean? Like, for sure. He said, Dombe's man about to sub again. That's what's up. See, so it's humble of you to give props for that. It is what it is, man. I mean, it is what it is, man. I'm not going to fake the funk, dog, and act like, you know, cat, you know what I mean? Not going to fake the funk, dog. Oh, Ivo, you got Fanai got too much now to troll him effectively. Yeah, man, he's gonna be tough to troll me, dude, and have good time with it because I'm trained at that, and that's just rookie shit they come with. The best guys are the ones that just say their opinion, and you got to say respect that. That's the best you're gonna get out of me is I respect that. Your opinion, dude. Damn, Trey X and I had a conversation one time where he set me straight on something, and I was like, damn, got to respect that. And I've never said the same thing again. I've never said the same thing again since Trey X said that. And Trey X, I don't know if you remember that, but I remember that because he was right. And when the case is, if you right, I'm gonna say respect. Good point, respect. You know what I mean? And walk off. That's it. That's all you can do when somebody, and that's how you should go about it, man. Just be, I respect that. And keep it moving. Oh, Charles, did you hear that Boo Boo might fight Derevyanchenko? Yeah, I heard about it. I'm wondering whether or not HBO is going to take that. Whether HBO is going to let that air that fight or not. But I would like to see that. I want to see Boo Boo Andre get back on get back up there, dude. Thurman should fight Pac for a return fight. If he could get it, man, Pacquiao probably not going to fight him. And he might get, and then he'd have to go overseas because Manny Pacquiao probably going to get sued by Bob Arum if he tries to fight in the U.S. And he might get his money taken, dog. Broderick Hunter Finance, credit to 78, the LDBC. Oops, shit started flying. Oh, man, Seconds Out just dropped a video saying Eddie Hearn has agreed to Deontay Wilder's terms versus Joshua. If that's true, that's what's up. When's it going to happen, dog? When's it going to happen? They got to get that pressure. They're getting that pressure. Good. And then we can stop tripping on it. We start talking about the fight. Can't wait to see that happen. Broderick Hunter, for now, credit to 78 in the LDBC, but also your keep it respectful platform is extremely appealing, along with your delivery. I mean, I appreciate that, man. Thank you very much, sir. And hey, I always enjoy you on the channel for sure, Broderick. Yeah, we got to keep it real, man. Keep it nice and, nobody has fun with that type of stuff. Malik Omar, shout out to Antonio, okay? Fahim Satur. Fanon, I think term ass juice is crossing the line, but that shit is funny as hell. It is crossing the line. I can't lie. It really is, dude. It is. And honestly, I feel a little bad about it, knowing I'm wrong when I say it. But a promise is a promise, homie. And they've been throwing Bum Squad out for so long, dog, that I couldn't rise above it. I have to rise above it, but I couldn't rise above it. But if Seconds Out, if my man Deion Washington just dropped a video saying Eddie Hearn has agreed to Deontay Wilder's terms versus Joshua, then I can drop it. But at the same time, dog, I need to know the contract signed. But yeah, for sure, dog. You're right, Fahim. It is crossing the line. Oh, how often do I go live every day? Pretty much. I go live pretty much every day. I just don't know when. This is King Hazy. I just don't know how long I'm going to go. How long it's going to go or when it's going to start because I work. You know what I mean? Oh, man, Joe T, I think there is more made on these videos. Joe T, I think there's more to be made on videos like Boxing Legends makes after a pay-per-view fight with that Rocky music, but those videos get took down. Yeah, man, I used to do those highlight videos. I mean, that's a lot of drama. Seriously, it's you're living on the edge. When you do those videos, you're living on the edge because they on YouTube, you're living on the edge because you can just wake up and you got like your whole channel gets shook and like you just everything gets suspended. I did that. Got 2 copyright violations doing that, man. And I'm like, damn, I do this. I'm going to lose my channel. So I'm like, I'm not doing this anymore. That's there. And then at the end of the day, man, got to respect what people own. You know what I mean? So they own it. I'm just gonna go with them on it, man. They own it. That's their shit. I'm not touching it. But yeah, when you start playing around with that highlight stuff, it gets taken down. You got to go through that whole Fair Use Act conversation. I hope you like my voice in a picture. Hope you like my voice in a picture. Other than that, dog, I'm not farting around. For now, if these trolls spend more time trying to get fights happening, they wouldn't have time to troll. Dudes be backwards. Yeah, they like talking. You know, that's a personality thing, I think. But I'm with you. Kush Jones. The star's still gonna rise and set no matter what these haters say. For now, much love to you in 78 pound alpha. Yeah, alpha male. Yeah, it is. You got that right. And this too shall pass. I mean, they don't bug me too much, but every once in a while, you know, I like to talk about it, get it off my chest, because you get it pretty much every day. Get it every day. I mean, you got whole channels that do nothing but make videos about you. Well, not just about me. They kind of got off me because, you know, somebody else is giving them feedback. So, you know, thanks to the dude that keeps feeding this dude. Got him to leave me alone for a second. Kush, he'll be back though. I'm sorry. All these loyal fans to these channels need to keep these trolls in check. That's what's up. They be kicking them out, dog. They be bopping them. Told you to have patience. I'm not, no. JD, I'm not having patience. What should I have patience for? The fight ain't made, dog. He agreed to terms. That's Eddie Hearn talking. I haven't even heard it. But if he said that he agreed to terms with it, cool. Let's agree to the contract date. When's the date? When the date happens, then I'll believe it. Eddie Hearn saying in an interview with him that the fight's been made, I'm not believing it. I'll believe it when I see it. When I know the fight has happened. And you know it's not going to get happening. It's not going to get signed before in the next 2 weeks. You know, when they have a date signed and they say, you know, November 15th at Wembley Stadium, then I'll say, okay, cool. Anthony Joshua is taking the fight. Man, I'm nervous. What's going to happen? Then I'll enter my nervous stage about what's going to happen in the fight and give the dude credit. You know what I mean? Just that's where I take on it. Yeah, I'm not promoting another channel on yours. I just know I love and respect your channel. Just added that for clarifications. I mean, hey, dude, if it's a smaller channel, you can promote. I don't care if it's your channel, you can promote it. If you like the channel, you can promote it. I have no issue with it if it's you, right? If Malik Omar has a channel and he's on here and he says, hey, man, check out my channel. Check out your channel. Check out his channel. I got no beef with that. But if you come in here saying, you know, check out some other dude and it's not you, then I'm like, all right, come on, if he wants to come on and promote his channel any day. But, you know, I don't want to run like spam. You know what I mean? If you got like some spam shit going on, that's spam. That's not cool. Don't spam on somebody else's channel. You know what I mean? Get on and do it. Nah, yeah, just, you know, don't spam. But if it's your channel, it's all, man, any day, all day, man. I'll put you on the channel. You promote your channel on the channel. Shoot, I'll send you a link to Talk Boxing. I ain't got any problem with that. Ali Vosa said Floyd hits harder than any UFC fighter in his weight class. All Floyd has to do is learn, defend the takedown, and he can win some fights. Yeah, true. True. I mean, I believe that that's reasonable to think. I mean, he's got a lot. I mean, he's a long way with it, dude. He definitely has a bunch of the fundamentals of striking down for sure. So he's got one, I believe, you know, definitely not an expert in MMA. He got 1/3 of it down, but he got to get that 2/3 down. And then, yeah, man, could do some work. It's not like he don't know how to fight. I mean, dude has hands. He has the best striking game in all of the UFC, clearly. But the question is, can he deal with the rest of that? For nine, last time I checked, someone was saying they agree to terms, but don't actually negotiate or send a contract. That doesn't mean anything. Yeah, it doesn't. Because there's all kind of stuff in there, man. There's all kind of stuff. You agree to terms. I mean, I don't know what that means. You know what I mean? Especially coming out of Eddie Hearn's mouth. But that's better. First step first, let Deontay Wilder in the ring. Be like, Deontay Wilder leaves a message, say, hey, I'm going to face off with Anthony Joshua in the ring. Then, hey, man, a lot of pressure jumps up off you, dog. And then we can see what happens. And that's all we want. Then it's back to, okay, cool. Anthony Joshua's a real dude. We want to see the fight. Seeing a J-Dog says, like I said earlier, I love the fact that Dante's Boxing Nation, Boxing Eagle, 78 Sports TV, LDBC have all shouted each other out within the last week. New media, pound LDBC. That's what's up. Yeah, I got a shout out from 78 Sports TV. I don't think Dante's Boxing Nation or Boxing Ego know who I am, though. But I'll shout them out. Hey, subscribe to Boxing Ego. Subscribe to Dante's Boxing Nation. They are very, very good channels. And check out that other good channel, too. The Boxing Voice. They do great shit, dog. If it happens, it happens, JDO. I'm cool. You know what I'm saying? I'm cool with it. And I'll be back. Hey, supportive of Anthony Joshua. Just make the fight happen and get these trolls from making these excuses. They can get on to why they think he's going to win the fight that's scheduled. For 9, it will. Okay, that's good. I'm certainly hoping it will. Elvis Hansen, for 9, I really enjoy your channel, man. I live in Norway, so I'm 8 hours ahead. Don't always get to listen to you live, but I listen every day, live or on replay. Man, Elvis Hansen, thank you, man. I definitely know you and I have chatted more times. I didn't know you're out there in Norway, though. Wow, man. Shout out to Norway. That's what's up. Joe T. Floyd can be successful if he learns how to counter a takedown. If Floyd uses a stand-up clinch skills, then he may be a winner even if he's old. Look at Randy Couture. Hey, cool. I don't know. You're talking to somebody else. I don't have no clue. I'm just saying respect the game, Doug. Respect the game. Make sure you got your shit together. We cool now for 9? Oh, yeah. I mean, we cool anyway. JD, I'm trying to tell you, if we disagree, it's all good. I don't have any problem with somebody disagreeing with me. None. You know what I mean? It's like, and I'm not going to try to clown you. I'm not going to do, all that stuff, man. If I state my argument, I'm going to be firm about it, but I'm going to try to be respectful, man. But like I said, we're going to disagree on things, man. That's just how it goes. That's life. I mean, if you got a wife or a girlfriend, you're going to disagree on stuff with somebody you actually love. You know what I mean? So you're going to damnly sure disagree with somebody that you're a friend of or who you communicate with on, about boxing on a YouTube platform. You know what I'm saying? You can disagree, but you don't have to be disrespectful. And it's just like Ali Voso said. So just as long as we keep it honest, you know what I mean? It's just like when somebody will say something like Deontay Wilder's trash, Deontay Wilder, he's a woman beater, weed smoking woman beater, some shit like that. Like, he's garbage, bumchenko. Well, now I've heard people say bumchenko. I don't ever think I've done that. Or bum what is it? Bum squad, right? Omar Valentine, being disagreeable is healthy. However, keep it respectable. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you could be disagreeable for sure. 100. That is what it is, man. That's what I want the channel to be. I don't want to get in. Like I'm telling you, man, I don't know if you guys saw that thing Black Fight Fan TV talked about how terrible it was to get on these channels, man, where people just try to, you leave a positive comment about somebody, you get called a gorilla 50 times. It was like, man, I just like this fighter. What's all that about, dog? It's not unreasonable to think Floyd Mayweather Jr. can beat Diego Corrales. You know what I mean? Oh yeah, ass juice is over the edge. But I'll admit it, dog. I ain't say I was perfect, dog. I subscribe to values, dog. I try to keep it there, dog. But every once in a while I dip below. You know what I mean? But after I dip below, I'll be right back. I'll be right back. I'm not perfect at all, dog. It is a troll, dog. It is. It is. When I call him ass juice, that is a troll. Without a doubt, dog. Without a doubt. That's me trolling. But hey, man, it is what it is. Make the fight so I don't have to say that shit no more, dog. Trace, I wasn't born in Dallas, but I consider it home. Went to Skyline. That's a big-ass high school, I understand. Brian Adams and Garland. Man, they got great athletes at Skyline, man. Man, that track down there is crazy. We were scared to death of cats from Texas. AJ earned he earned that ass juice, though. Hey, dog, come on, man. You can't be acting like can't let a dude in the thing. Elvis Hansen said, JDO, this is not Boxing Ego. He just blocks people for not agreeing with him. Oh, if Boxing Ego does, I've heard, I don't know. Yeah, hey, man, he picks flies. I ain't going to try to diss a dude. Yeah, that's his channel, man. He's an entertainer, man. So he likes to play the dozens. There's a lot of guys that like to play the dozens and, clown, and they think that's fun, So, live 10 minutes from Skyline. Yeah, he said Killmonger Skyline's like a college. Yeah, man, I heard that thing is huge. Oh, he said I Skyline had too many girls. I quit going to class and got truancy too many times. Man, I've heard, about Skyline. That's what's up, man. That's supposed to be an absolutely huge school down there. But you know, it is what it is, man. But much respect to Cass, man. How long have we been on here? I have no clue how long I've been on here, man. Been a lot of fun. Malik Omar, wow, Boxing Ego, I'm good with supporting the LDBC. Oh, yeah, Boxing Ego got a lot of support, though. You know, he does his thing, man. Fanon, do you think if there's a new date for set? Oh, do you know? Oh, there's not a new date set yet. They're going to wait till that app is out, Nicholas. They got to wait till that ESPN Plus app is out to do it, to know it. So it's going to be whenever they get that because they're going to stream it through that pay service. So, yeah, that's the answer to that. The Cali Enigma, shout out in the super chat. Eddie Hearn didn't say much of nothing except Wilder was forced by Showtime to fight Ortiz, and Wilder has fought nothing but bums. Seconds out interview. Is that what he said? On the seconds out interview, Eddie Hearn didn't say much and nothing except Wilder was forced by Showtime to fight Ortiz, and Wilder has fought nothing but bums. Oh, okay. That's disappointing. If that's the case, ass juice it is. Oh my God, man. I'm sorry, man. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. This is bad of me. It is. That is trolling too. I mean, it is what it is. Oh, June Lee said, wow, you live. I've been following your content for 3 months now from Holland. And I have to say, man, your channel is amazing. Love that you do these live stream, keep up the good work. That's what's up, man. June Lee, man, in Holland. That's wild. Cool. I'm glad that you like it. We'll keep it rolling. We keep it rolling. Man, but shout out to Cali Enigma, man. Thanks for the update. Because I was just going to go ahead and check it out. Fanon, Eagle gives them a 2 to take, make a valid point, then he blocks them if they're on BS. Oh, yeah, I've seen it. I've seen what he does, man. I've seen what he's done. I mean, I see what he's doing, what he does. I mean, you know, it's just, like I said, 100,000 subscribers or whatever that counter, whatever his consistent base of subscribers are, you know, he's got a lot of people talking to him. And he works 24/7 on his deal, man. So sometimes I'm pretty sure he's tired. So being tired makes you a little irritable, you know. But you know, he's got a good channel, man. Dude's on his grind, man. He does a good job for boxing. So, you know, you got to do what you got to do. Eddie Hearn is lying. He said, Cali nigga after the Eddie Hearn is lying. He does that quite regularly, dude. He does that quite regularly. Liquid BJJ. Fanon. Theory is Hearn and AJ is trying to stretch anticipation versus Wilder to milk the public. Thoughts? I think they're just trying. I think Eddie Hearn's trying to make as much money as he possibly can for himself and for Eddie and for Anthony Joshua. And that they have planned the fighters that they want. And they know that Deontay Wilder is a very, very risky fight. He's as risky a fight as you can take. You know what I mean? And as long as they're making a bunch of money in the UK, provided they're really making a lot of money, you know, and I don't have a reason to doubt it. I'm thinking, though, that the numbers sometimes that I hear don't make sense to me, but I know I'm not reading their books. But, you know, if they can make a bunch of money, then, hey, man, they're going to keep trying to make a bunch of money. And they're going to try to make that last as long as they can make it last. And if there's no demand for Deontay Wilder, they're not going to take it. You know what I mean? That's what I think. And I think it might be Eddie Hearn leading Anthony Joshua, because Eddie Hearn's like, look, I'm going to make you a rich man, son. I'm going to make you a rich man. I'm going to make sure that you are, what did he say? Boxing's first billionaire. Look, I can make you boxing's first billionaire, but you can't be boxing's first billionaire if you get laid out by Deontay Wilder. You know what I mean? I mean, that's a lot of money riding on getting knocked out by Deontay Wilder. So they might not really want that fight for that reason. You know? And actually, for Mayweather-Pacquiao, I predicted that well early on. I was like, man, if these cats keep making $20 million a fight and they can make $50 million for that fight right then, why would they fight right away? Why didn't they just take 5 fights? So Anthony Joshua could be thinking the same thing. I'm making $20 million. I want five $20 million paydays. That means I got 100 million pounds, or I want, five $20 million paydays. If I can get five $20 million paydays, that's $100 million. Why would I take this fight now and get knocked out and risk that? I don't want my kids to have to work. I don't want to ever have to work. I want to be able to retire with my senses intact. That could be the argument. That could be what he's saying. However, he still doesn't want to fight Deontay Wilder at the end of the day, and he's scared of losing. And he might be able to not be scared, might think he has a chance to lose, but he also got to know, a chance to win. He also knows he got a chance to lose, and a good chance to lose, seeing as everybody that's got caught with that right hand has got knocked senseless, including Luis Ortiz. And Luis Ortiz didn't drop the first time he got hit with that right hand, but he dropped 3 times getting hit by that right hand. So that's what I think he might. That's what I think he might be thinking. But not letting him in the ring, that looks like, you can say what he's scared of. Scared of people, scared that this guy's going to physically hurt him. I can't say that. Could be scared that he misses out on future paydays. I can't say that. But he's definitely not behaving in the way that you would expect the heavyweight champion to behave when being called out by another heavyweight champion. You know what I mean? I wish Wilder's promoter can voicing out more like Hearn. I mean, Eddie Hearn, see, the thing with Lou DiBella, from what I can see, is Lou DiBella's like, look, he's not going to fight him. I mean, what you want? Deontay Wilder's saying that he wants to fight him. Deontay Wilder's calling for the fight. What Shelly Finkel, the manager, and what the promoter is saying is, look, man, Eddie Hearn ain't serious. Eddie Hearn doesn't want that fight. He's going to coast out and make the money over there. I mean, I can talk my face till my face in the blue. I can talk till I'm blue in the face, but he doesn't want the fight, man. He doesn't want to risk it because he knows Deontay Wilder can knock him out. He's bullshitting. He's lying. So let's make another fight. Let's make another fight. Let's take on this dude. I didn't want him to fight Luis Ortiz because that was too risky, but hey, Deontay wanted to make the fight, so we made the fight. It seems like Deontay Wilder might be, more in control. Deontay Wilder might be the one really controlling this stuff. Quincy Pinola, Wilder should fight White and get that $6 million. Maybe. I mean, maybe. I don't want to see it. But, like I said, I ain't going to be hypocritical and count a dude's money. Deontay Wilder got more money than me. So I'm suspecting he's got the ability to pay his bills and, feed himself and get to where he wants to go. Has a nice house, got nice cars. He's a millionaire. And on top of that, more than likely, he's a multimillionaire. Right? So his money, I mean, I'm not going to waste my time trying to count his money. I'm just going to say, hey, man, this he's a multimillionaire. He's not, he's not in a situation where he's, this ain't Andy Ruiz. He's not fighting for, he's not fighting for $50,000 a fight. He's fighting for a couple $1 million a fight. And he's been fighting for a couple $1 million a fight for several years now. He's got $4 million in escrow from the fight that Povetkin dropped dirty from. I mean, I don't know why a guy that's a multimillionaire, why I need to act like, well, I would think that he needs to go out and do something else to become, to continue to be a multimillionaire. I mean, dude's made a lot of money in his career. You know what I mean? Miko, he fights in the UK, he got to pay taxes in the UK and in the USA. Yeah, why is everybody so wild? Man, dude, $1 million stretches in Alabama. Oh my God. Woo, does it stretch in Alabama, dog? You live like a king in Alabama. Off of $200,000, you living like a king. Wilder got $4 million from Ortiz, $2.5 million paper, another 1.5 off. That could be real. And he got another $4 million off that escrow that was held in escrow for his purse against Povetkin. Dude is a rich dude, man. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I know these cats want to make the big money. Deontay Wilder's been making big money, man. He's been making big money. He might not be making as big a money as Anthony Joshua's making. I mean, he's not making as much money as Anthony Joshua's making. But you ain't got to make $20 million to be rich. You know what I mean? Just like Anthony Joshua, if you look at, shoot, God, what's the dude's name? Bezos? I forget what's the name. Bezos' name, dude worth $39 billion. I mean, what? Anthony Joshua's supposed to feel poor because Deontay Wilder's a lot closer to Anthony Joshua than Anthony Joshua is to what is it, Jeff Bezos? I mean, God dog, man, at a certain point in time, you know, if you compare people's money, you just got to be like objectively how much money you got. Yeah, people don't know you can get a mansion in Alabama for $300K. Oh my God, absolutely. And he can pay a K, and he got one. So, so since he probably has one, it's a wrap in Alabama, dog. Yeah, Jeff Bezos. I mean, what's I'm supposed to act like Anthony Joshua's poor because he can't pay Jeff Bezos' taxes? I mean, Anthony Joshua could not pay Jeff Bezos' monthly taxes. But I'm supposed to think that Anthony Joshua's poor and he's to beg because he doesn't have that much money? Come on, man. It's just what it is, man. You know, let's be real with it, man. But anyway, man, I've been on here for a long time. Thank you guys for the super chat. For the super chats in this stream. I would love to say exactly who did it, but I can't because I'm doing this Google Hangouts thing. But thank you, the Cali Enigma. Thank everybody. I'm gonna go back to see if I can find the other ones if they've not already timed out. They've already timed out. Thank you guys so much for the super chats. Thanks so much for everybody, tuning into the live stream. We're definitely gonna do it again. Shout out to everybody I had disagreements with. It's all love, no problem. Oh, Black Ham TV Fanon, the seconds out, just posted this video saying Eddie accepts Deontay's terms, bouts to check it out. Yeah, I'll do it. I'll check it out, Black Ham TV. I think my man just said he didn't say very much in that, but if you say it, I'll check it out for sure. But, I'll believe it when I see it, like when the fight's made. But I think he's obviously feeling a lot of pressure because he got everybody up on this dude about it. So, I'm trying to tell you, he's looking bad, dog. Dude's looking bad over there in the UK and the US. And he's got to, at a certain point in time, dog, you got to make it hot, dog. So anyway, hopefully that's the case. And with that, I'm out. Peace.